Hello and welcome to this episode of Sky Blue Social. Thank you very much for joining us. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you like what you see, please click like and subscribe. It will really help us out. Thank you very much. So it's Bristol Rovers today, and I personally am really looking forward to this one because we've just recently relocated up to the Midlands from Bristol. So it's a great opportunity to go back to a city that I absolutely love. Bristol have had a poor start to this season. The mood seems high around Cov at the moment after 2 wins on the bounce, so it should be a great game. Let's get going.
Not turned up on the pitch yet. Maybe second half, early goal, get back in it.
Bristol Rovers and Coventry City there, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back. I didn't get much fan chat going today really because it was absolutely chucking it down with rain and my camera equipment was in the car, but didn't want to get it out at the end of the game. I just wanted to get back in the car. So there will be a lot of that to come at Sunderland and Portsmouth, I can assure you. So let's talk about this game. What a miserable day. I think the Bristol Rovers, you need to sort out how you accommodate your away fans. That is an absolute disgrace. All the stadium is covered apart from where the away fans stand. It just makes for a really miserable day when it's absolutely pissing it down with rain as it was today. A 10-minute spell where we went to pieces cost us today. Did we deserve to lose the game? Probably. Did we play really badly? No, we didn't play really badly. I think we could have played a lot better, but a spell where we just lost our heads for 10 minutes cost us dearly. There's some people saying Robin's out on social media. Are you absolutely mental? To anybody saying Robin's out at the moment, my question would be, who are you going to get in? And why do you want him out in the first place? We're not playing that badly at all. In fact, I think the start to this season, bar our ability to stick the ball in the back of the net and a really poor game against Blackpool, our overall play has been really, really good. And so just because we lost a game doesn't mean that we should be calling for Robin's out. I'm not even going to talk about it anymore because that's just stupid. On the one hand, you could say we were unlucky today because we had a really storming 5 minutes at the start where we missed a couple of chances. Thomas had a really good one. He's really struggling to hit the back of the net with his shots at the moment, but have faith in Thomas because when he does get that goal, you imagine his confidence will be lifted and that will hopefully be a weight off his shoulders, which can mean he can start hitting the back of the net regularly. He gets a lot of chances and he creates a lot of chances as well. If we'd have scored in those first 5 minutes, we could have had 1, 2, maybe even 3. Then it would have been a completely different game. We didn't, and we let some really, really soft goals in within a very short period of time where the whole team just seemed to capitulate. We were stood thinking this is gonna get messy, but it didn't get much worse. I'm not one to knock players on here because I think we've got a really new squad and you've got to allow time to settle in. But I think it would be wrong of me to sit here and not mention Sterling's performance today. As someone who's paid money for a ticket and the petrol to drive down to Bristol and stand in the rain watching a game of football, Dujon Sterling's performance wasn't acceptable. He's had spells for us, but today it was hard to find any positives with that performance at all. He was at fault for the first goal and then just seemed to completely lose his head. And he kept giving the ball away, and you could see Bristol were pumping the ball to his position because they knew he was nervous. And what it also looked like was the other players in our team didn't have confidence in him either, because when we had a spell of play where we were passing it around, they didn't give the ball to him, and players were coming back covering for him where you wouldn't expect them to. He looked sloppy, and I don't know what it is with him. I think we're at a point in time where the club and the fans have as good a relationship as I can remember, and you can just see it in players, and from him I don't see anything. I'm not saying he's not a good footballer. He's obviously a good footballer. He plays for Chelsea, he's played for England under 21s. He must be a good footballer, but he doesn't look like he cares at the moment, and that's what worries me. After that first goal, you could see his head dropped, and I could see Doyle shouting at him, but there was no response. He just looked vacant. You just want to see some passion there, you just want to see some anger, and there's nothing. We don't have loads of options at right back. Hopefully over the next few weeks he can show us some of that talent that he obviously has, but it's got to come soon, because otherwise Robbins is going to be forced to try something different there. Bayliss was out with an injury today. Robbins said he should be back by next week. Did we miss him? Did we miss the creativity? Yes, I think we did a little bit. Kelly played well enough. I'm not going to say any of the team played really, really well, but I think Kelly did okay. I think we probably did miss a little bit of his creativity and the fear that he puts into the opponents as well. He can get them at 6s and 7s, putting them out of position, and we didn't have that today. But we still did create a lot of chances, and like I said, we could have been 2 or 3-0 up after 5 minutes. So from that respect, we didn't miss it. It doesn't look like we've quite got that strike partnership relationship thing going on with Chaplin and Clark Harris yet. It's still very early days in their partnership up front, and so it is going to take time for them to gel, and maybe the way Bristol Rovers played today didn't allow for that to happen as much as we would have wanted. But when Chaplin's on the ball, he looks dangerous. His first touch is really good. He's not afraid to take on players, but we didn't create that many opportunities for him, and the opportunities that we did create, he was offside. So I'm still really excited about Chaplin and what he can offer our team. He looks like a quality player, and I think he's going to be really good for us. But it's not time to panic. We've come off the back of 2 great results. This is a bad result, there's no way around that, but apart from that 10-minute spell, we matched Bristol Rovers. I think we just have to put this game behind us and crack on with Sunderland and Portsmouth, because these 2 games coming up, I think Cov fans are really excited about them. I think we should be excited about them. They're 2 teams near the top of the table, a great opportunity to show what we're made of in this league against some good quality opposition, and put the mistakes that we made today right. Let's see what happens. So that's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to go and dry off. If you like what you've seen, don't forget to share with fellow Cov fans, and please click like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.